Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to the bench. Today we're going to start on part 3 of my dad's tribute build. We're on a third of the way through the month. We already passed his birthday, so I want to try and get this done by the end of this month, April. This is the chassis for the 51 Chevy. You see I have everything all masked off. Under the green is painted flat black, so is the floorboard, which is just, I'll show you that in a minute. Masked all of this stuff up because these are chassis parts and they will get gunmetal. Alright, next, today my goal is to, well, first of all, let me get back to this. My goal is to get this all painted up and standing on all fours. That's my goal for today, this video. And if we get a little bit of time, I'm going to go ahead and prime and paint the interior parts. And the paint I'm going to use is the scale finish, is interior beige, and I'm probably going to do a black accent color in there. So, with all of that being said, let me get going and I'll bring you back when I have some more progress completed. We'll be right back. Okay, boys and girls, see we got the chassis rails all painted up nice and pretty. I did a nice job of taping that in there. Looks really good. Separates the floor pan from the chassis. Still got to detail the gas tank, and I don't know if I'll do something. Maybe I'll do something with the spare tire well that's in there. So right now, what we're going to do is to get this car standing up on all fours. We got to paint the differential. We got to paint the lower subframe, I guess you want to call that, and all the parts in here. I'm going to use the Steelies on this. It's going to be a total sleeper, except for the head is sticking out the side of the car. You can see I have the engine sitting right there. So these will get gloss black. The shocks and springs will probably get yellow. This guy here, I don't have the black out here. The differential is going to get this rust color and black. The springs will be black. The differential housing will be that rust color. Sway bar will get red. And I said the shocks and everything. And oops. Did I say subframe already? Well, subframe will get oily steel. And I might change my mind about the differential. I don't know yet. Maybe just add a little color. I'll still do it in the rust. Anyhow, I suggest we get going. Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to the bench. We're going to continue on this part 3 of this tribute build to my dad. As you can see right now, I have the chassis standing up on all fours. Everything is complete on the bottom as far as complete can be. You see my coil springs in there. I painted yellow. I painted the sway bar in the red. I tell you, the pins that they give you for these front knuckles are just not long enough, so you got to be careful when you put them in there. You got very little access to hold it in place. One issue I had with this, and if you guys remember when I was showing you the engine, I wasn't 100% sure where the headers had to go. Now the instructions are showing this upside down, or no, they're showing it this way. Okay, and they are enhancing this side, but they're just showing arrows where this has to go on this side. So I took a guess and put it where I thought it should be. And I also pointed out that the ports on the manifold did not line up with the tubes on the headers. So I assumed that this is on here as where it needs to go, and as far down as it needs to go before interfering with the distributor and whatever else is under there. So, when I put it into the car and hook up the drive shaft and all of that stuff, because of the headers not being located in the proper space, I guess, the engine was sitting crooked. It was sitting like that. So, in order to fix that, and I did look for other people that had built this car. I did not find one. What I did was I groove this out right here, and I sanded this down right here. So now, when I put the engine in, get it all hooked up in its proper location, I get it to sit nice and straight. So, that was one issue there. No biggie. Floor pan for the interior is painted, but I'm not sure if I want to keep it in the glossy black. I might hit that with a dull coat, or maybe a semi-dull coat or whatever. The interior, let me pull the interior parts out here. The interior, two color, actually three color, but you can't see the third color because it's under the pearl white. This is just to me a tan, USAF tan, United States Air Force tan. Then I put racing white and then a pearl white over the racing white. And I got this real nice looking, almost a grayish color. Looks pretty cool. On the door cards, I did a two-tone again with tan on the bottom and that same color on top here. And I also highlighted the cranks and all that. I just need to paint the armrests. To attach all of that, I had to put the front and the fenders together. So that's all done. So that would be something like this. And then these guys. Like this. And this heat in here like that. And that's pretty much what my interior is going to look like. And the dashboard, dashboard, gloss black up on the top here, and then I did the same color as the lighter color, and then I need to detail out the dashboard. Now, the second issue I had, well, here's a couple more parts. This here is the rear parcel tray. It goes back there, and then of course I have my radiator. So that's all ready to go. Now, somehow or another, I keep having issues with paint. And I don't know what it is because I follow everybody's instructions to the T, and I always wind up with problems. Now, if you remember in the last video, I showed you that the car was in color, yes? And I even went ahead and played around with doing the silver stripes on the side. But the top had a bunch of these, I'm calling pimples, and I tried sanding them out, and you see what I got? Now, I don't understand. You guys use 6,000, 8,000, 10,000, and you don't get this. I use 10, 12, and 15, and this is what I get. Anyhow, luckily, now this first one, this one was painted with Scale Coat's black paint, black gloss enamel paint. I painted a second one, that's right, I bought a second kit, and the same exact thing happened. And this time I used Tamiya gloss black out of the can, and it got all messed up. So I decided to strip the car, and I'm going to give it one more chance. And Pops, if I can't get this right this time around, I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and prime this today, and I'll give it a couple of days before I shoot. And the paint I'm going to use the third time is going to be MCW Gloss Black Enamel. All right, that's enough for now. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye. Okay, boys and girls, we are back. Now, what you are looking at is a totally different interior. I decided that I did not like the tan color that I had painted, so I decided to do the seats with black, and again with the pearl white right here. That looks really nice. And if you could, wish you guys can see how that looks under the light. But anyhow, so the front and rear seats are complete, ready to go together. The floor pan, I got my pedals in there, my shifter. You can see all of that. My rear parcel tray is done. Did a little bit, oops, detailing on this. I don't know if you guys are going to see that, but I did do the chrome trim between the black and the white. I did do the door handles and the door armrests and so on and so forth. They are so tiny. I'm glad I even got that much done. I didn't like the texture. You can see that texture in there. I don't like that really. I wish it was just flat. But it is what it is, I guess. Steering wheel. I think that the horn ring is a little bit out of scale, but it's what the kit gave, so that's what I have to use. These two guys right here, they go in here like that, and I guess that was their version of air conditioning way back in the day, which they are called air tubes. Dashboard, I did as much as I could with this guy. I don't know if you can see the center right there, but I painted that in a silver leaf, I think. And if you look really close, I even painted the knobs for the heater control. Painted the instrument cluster gauges black, and then I put some testers window maker over that, and painted the clock white, and the top of the dash is gloss black. Alright, so that's the interior. That's what I'm going with. Steering linkage still needs to be painted and put on the car. Next, I complained. Well, I didn't complain, but I was showing you guys the issues I was having with the engine. But as you can see right now, that puppy's in there perfectly straight. It looks really good. And I finally finished the bottom. I put traction bars on there. Pops, you're going to be a proud owner of this 51 Chevy. I'll tell you that right now. The head is fitting there just right. Again, I still don't know if they're in the right place, but top view looks good. Got to add a ground wire and whatever else I can add in here. The fuel line from here back to the gas tank would probably be a good deal. Now, if you remember earlier in this video, I was showing you that I was having problems with the paint. So, I repainted the top, and I think that looks way, way better. But I'm seeing some issues now right here and right here. So my next move is to, I guess, sand down or compound down and then do a reshoot on the entire car. Anyhow, I'm going to call this video good for now. Hope you guys and gals enjoyed it. And as always, your questions, comments, inputs, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. Pit Stop Scale Model Garage out for now. Toodle!